Hi everyone, welcome back to Easy Peasy Maths with Miss Harnish. Today I'll be doing Form 2 Chapter 2, the first subtopic which is expansion. First thing you need to know, expansion will involve brackets. And your work is to remove the bracket. And how do we remove the bracket? Okay, bracket means multiplication. So to remove the brackets, we are going to multiply. So whenever the question is going to ask you to expand, it will involve brackets. Your work is to remove the brackets. How do we remove the brackets? By multiplying inside. Okay, so let's start with the first question. Expansion. There are two types of expansion. First, within one bracket. Another one will be within two brackets. So let's start with the first one with one bracket. So the first step will be, we are going to remove the bracket by multiplying inside 1, 2. You can see two arrows there. Why there are two arrows? Because there's two numbers inside the bracket. So your first step will be r times 2 plus r times 3r. So you will get r times 2 will be 2r plus 3r squared. This is your final answer. You cannot sum up them together as they are two different terms. They have two different powers there. Okay, let's see the next question. Next question, you have three numbers in the bracket. So we are going to have three arrows, 1, 2, and 3. So I'm directly going to solve it in one time. First one, negative 2y times y. It will give you negative 2y squared. Next, negative 2y times negative 3. Negative and negative will give you positive. 2y times 3 will be 6y. Last one, negative 2y times y squared will give you negative 2y power 3. This is your final answer. Okay. Number 3, I gave you a fraction there. So it's the same thing, 3 over 4 times g, 3 over 4 times negative h, 8h. So you will get here 3 over 4g minus 3 over 4 times 8 will give you 6h. That's all your answer. Last one within one bracket. I added negative there, so 1 and 2. So be careful with your negative and positive. First one, negative m times negative 2m will give you positive 2m squared. And next one, negative m times negative 3n will give you positive 3mn. Remember, you write 3mn or 3nm is the same thing. They are both the same thing, doesn't matter the arrangement of letters. Okay. Now, let's go with two brackets, expansion of two brackets. So expansion of two brackets, you need to be careful step by step. Let's start with 1, 2. So if you're doing it for the first time, let's number them. 1, 2. This will be 3. And this will be 4. Once you are used to it, then you don't have to number them. Okay, so let's try one by one. First one, q times 2q. It will give you 2q squared. Number 2 is q times 3. It will give you positive 3q. Next one, number 3 is 2 and 2q, which will give you positive 4q. Last one, 2 times 3 will give you positive 6. Is this your final answer? No, this is not your final answer, as you can sum up these two terms as they are similar. So your final answer will be 2q squared. Okay, plus 7q plus 6. This is your final answer. Next one, let's try the next one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's number them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's start expanding now. So here you have to be very careful as they have negative there. So the first one, 2 times 4, 8, it will give you 8a. Number 2, 2 times negative 3. So you will get negative 6. So don't write that positive 6. Follow the sign given. Number 3 will be negative a times 4, which will give you negative 4a square. And the last one, negative a times negative 3 will give you positive 3a. The common mistake done here is students will write their negative 3a. Okay. Next one, there are similar terms here, 8a and 3a. You can sum up together. So once you sum up, you will get 11a minus 6 minus 4a squared. Okay, this is your final answer. Or you can rearrange. If you rearrange, you can write it the power 2 first, which is negative 4a squared, followed by 11a and minus 6. Okay, this can be your final answer as well, as both are the same. Okay, so that's all for expansion of one bracket and two brackets. Always remember, when they ask you expansion means you have to remove the brackets. How do you remove the brackets? By multiplying each number or letter inside the bracket. That's all for today's lesson. See you all in the next video for factorization. Thank you, everyone.